Shemai, hello. I just went off for a spa lunch. So, the game told me to go to the engine room, but oh my god, there's a lot of places here. So, toilet, not now. There are more pressing matters at hand. Washroom.
Incredible!
So this room is made for bathing. Can we just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first dip.
Hey!
You're just gonna stride up and strip nude? What do you think you are? Unacceptable.
You really?
It's a bathing room. Oops. What to mention? No running water yet. Working on it.
Damn.
But unacceptable. So I guess this is like, yeah, just the general, must be the engine room over there. Like the general intro. Maybe I can use all these things later. Like in Persona, you could sit in the toilet and think about what's like a good thing to do next.
This is...
There's some Orgo sugar and briny salt. I wonder who brought them here. I could use these for cooking. Okay. What do you think,
I
Gallagher?
wonder.
Seems like we really have to inspect the inside closely. Washroom, pantry, wait, oh yeah, toilet. Lead here. It goes up to the deck. This is the engine room. I'm not ready to go to the engine room yet. Cooking table. It's a kitchen. I can prepare meals here. Oh, I can't do that yet. Oven? Hulkenberg said that most things are edible if you put them over a fire, but is that really true? You must know this, right? But then again, maybe not most things, but washing area.
So?
You have to wash your dishes properly, and being that water's a precious resource, that actually goes double. I mean, I guess it's precious in the desert, but is it so precious here? It's stocked with food suitable for a long journey, but I prefer to cook it first before eating. No way! We sleep in these? That's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 5. There's 5 beds. Is that how many friends we're gonna make? Wait, no, hang on. There are 5 of us now. Me, Stroll, Hulkenberg, I can't remember the pilot's name, and Gallagher. Oh, never mind then. These are beds. They seem pretty small. You know, considering we could all kind of swap archetypes, I'm starting to think that maybe we aren't going to get more party members. Which is a shame, but I guess that helps, like, strengthen our core cast, I suppose. Persona had a kind of a bit of an issue where, after a character's section in the story was done, they kind of just stopped, you know, growing as much. Like, I don't think Ryuji got up to much in Persona past, like, the Kamoshida arc. Unless you, obviously, you had, like, his trust rank. But yeah, I mean, Haru barely had anything to do in the entire game, but that's because she was, like, a late party edition. These books are a mess. We should clean this up at some point. Bookshelf. That's his name, Nurus. It's Nurus's personal collection of books. They're too technical for me to understand. What's we got? Cloth-covered device. There's some sort of strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Nurus's inventions in the making. Another bookshelf. Lots of books lined up. The beds. The back deck. Oh my god. This is super cool. And it really is going fast, huh? God damn, this is so cool. Wait, this thing's following us. What is that? It's targetable, isn't it? Oh, this is fire.
What's this?
Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. God damn, we're really hurtling. I really like this this vehicle. To the central corridor. Kind of funny that it's a regular door going out, but then We have to leave through a hatch. Okay. Hulkenberg. The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentricities aside, he's certainly earned his title as core engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. Round table. There's a map showing the area surrounding our destination, Martira. I wonder where we're at right now. I guess that's where we are. We're still in the desert section. What's that square next to that campsite? Yeah, what is that? Okay, I know, yeah. Yeah, what are you? God, there's so much city. Hey, Stroll. A carriage can't begin to compete with a gauntlet runner's speed. I suppose they've earned their reputation. That I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. Yeah, this is awesome. Massive door. This door must lead to the end of the gauntlet runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Okay, that makes sense, I suppose. Oh, stairs to cockpit. The cockpit appears to be above here. Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps I should stay away for now. Okay, the watchtower. Yo! This is awesome. Onwards. Oh, fuck's sakes. This is so cool. I can't wait to see all the different environments I'm going to be in here. This goddamn gargoyle. I guess I'm going to be spending a lot of time here. And then there was the deck. Okay, strategy room. Front deck. Plenty of room for crew members, though. What up, homie? And is there an entrance on this side? No. Oh, what have my companions been up to? My fellow players. Oh! Oh, okay. So I guess 100% of people were stuck on the runner, which makes sense. So looks like we can do some stuff though. Able to cook a meal, clean the runner. I guess that'll increase our stats. Right, and then we want to go to the engine room then. Oh, Moore's here. I forgot it told me that. Laundry? Washing machine. A machine that does laundry. Handmade by Neuris. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. I guess if that's where you get a DLC costume, that would be where you, whoa. That's where you'd put it on. What's this, like a room? Pile of powder. I've never smelt the fragrance before. I can't tell whether it's used for food or for fuel. Nice. Some boxes. Small cabinet. Some unique items are lined up here. Neuris' personal belongings, I think. Neuris' desk. Neuris' research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. Hey, Moore.
Now, where was I?
I feel Moore's presence. Let's head to academia. I wonder if he's got anything to say to me.
Well, well.
I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them if you have a mind to show me? Of course, I got the merchant, and I completely forgot. Hey, Plateau. Petting is soothing in itself. In itself. Fuck. Never mind, moving on. I'm able to forget the hustle of the outside world, even for just a moment.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Let's have a look at this merchant. With Cashfield Almighty skills. It can increase battle rewards to provide out-of-combat support. Interesting. Very interesting. Then we got... I'm gonna have to convert Hulkenberg to a knight sooner or later. Because pretty soon she's gonna hit rank 3. But we're definitely gonna hit rank 3 with more sooner or later. And Gallica too. And Maria, it's going to be a while till we see Maria, I think. But it's fine, we got this under control, I think. We'll figure this out. The Almighty skills, that sounds to be very useful. Especially if I run out of mana, maybe I should teach everyone how to use monks and how to use, the merchant. It would be good for an emergency. Wonder what makes this thing run. I wonder. It did say something in the memorandum about Gauntlet runners being made from dead, like, animals and stuff, because it was cheaper to repurpose the parts, so... I guess using the heart as well would make sense.
Hello?
First time with a Gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see? Used to be you take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast's, made for zero mental loss even on the roughest terrain. I mean, yeah, they did look pretty metallic out there. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Oh, never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so let's start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. You'll continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, and do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Oh, so I guess hanging out increases our virtues here, because I was about to say, I doubt we can go visit that Lord Holden guy while we're here. I always think, oh, that's a really big igniter. Never seen an igniter like this before. Large igniter. Magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magla crystals as fuel. I'm not too fussed on getting items and stuff. What's most important is that I increase my virtues, because I don't want to get locked out of anything. This nurse's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. Oh, doing laundry will take my mind off things and increase my max MP. Now, that does sound nice. Sure, no problem. Upgrade cleaning tool.
Come on.
Weird tool's actually a cleaning igniter that Neuris is modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over is sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? Max HP.
Got it.
That's also very good. The MP seems fantastic, but I think virtues are the way to go right now. But let's just check on the other rooms too real quick. Bookshelf. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are A New World Travel Diary. Appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Okay, imagination. Not right now. What else we got? Pride and persuasion. That'll be eloquence, right? This book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Neura's probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. Eloquence. Not right now. Let's see what else we can work with. Hulkenberg.
Speaking of...
Neura said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. There's some ingredients here. Maybe Neurus went shopping. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about a new potential recipe. Huh. That's a lot of recipes. Jesus. I don't want to use the damn cooking either, though. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Maybe not. Not that I'm not interested. I am. It's just time, you know? So nothing else noteworthy in that today, so I guess I gotta keep checking that. Washroom? The water doesn't work right now. I have to wait for it to get fixed. Toilet. Maybe I should go in when no one else is using it. Yeah, okay, let's poop.
Right.
I feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. Oh, you still feeling a bit queasy? Ugh, I feel drunk. You alright?
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Okay, can't go in there. I assume I still can't come up here. Yep, cool. Understood. In that case, let's read a book. How close are we on the other two, actually? It was imagination and eloquence. They're both pretty low. Let's try eloquence.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? It is about... It was pride and persuasion. I guess to exploit them without mercy. To ensure they don't even have a chance to think.
Kidding.
So you strike their weak points and then negotiate while they're still reeling from it. That's just brute force, though. I feel like studying the art of persuasion has slightly increased my eloquence.
All right.
Here's something. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force would go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time. I'm really glad we did that quest for Brigitte before all this started. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit of time before we're back in Grand Trad.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Oh, this is lovely. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While in encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, or you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited. But it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with somebody? Yeah, that's, Yeah, Norris, that's, we haven't really spoken, have we?
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter? Luxurious? Luxurious as a palace? Awe-inspiring? Tear-jerking? Absolutely, it was fantastic. Gwahahaha. This run is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, it's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Can we fly someday? Off you go. There, get your 40 winks. Let's check out the campfire. There are insects gathered by the campfire. Oh, apparently you could eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg. She said... Does Hulkenberg know how to cook? Does she just kind of just char everything and just eat it? I should try and catch one. Hey! I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Hey, Stroll.
Hey.
You looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend some time with Stroll? Not right now, but I'm gonna be spending time with one of you, either Hulkenberg or you. I mean, I can read the books on the way back. Let's do things that we can only do at night right now.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to... I thought it was a little bell around her neck, but it's a tiny little rose. I'm certainly no stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Oh, it's imagination here too. I'm gonna talk with... come again when you have some free time. I'm gonna go hang with Stroll, simply because I spoke to him first and I feel rude. Not that I don't care about you either. I do. Bye. Nailed it, Aether. Nailed it.
Hey.
Looking for something to do? Yeah, let's hang out. Talk with Stroll.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. It feels just like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? They had no allies.
What's that about it?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's all about you, baby. I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't have been able to establish a country by himself. When we're drinking milk, perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. And on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great kings of old. Although this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. I felt my imagination growing as Stroll and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
Alright.
Yeah, good thing I did this instead of reading that book. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh? They looked awful small.
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest? We'll arrive in Matira in 2 days, huh? Oh, you guys wanna... What's up?
Hey.
Good time, I'm about to do some maintenance on my weapons. Got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Courage. Not right now. I feel like the books... I feel like the books are like a one-time thing, so it might be worth more, while these seem like I could do this as much as I'd like. Aethel, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Oh, she wants to play a game with me? That's weirdly sweet. Seems kind of fun, doesn't it? How about playing a game? Not right now. Indeed, well, perhaps another time. Yeah, definitely another time. That's adorable. We're gonna be fucking nerds right now and just read a book. The bookshop is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are Pride and Persuasion. The book outlines useful conversation techniques for convincing others. I'm in the middle of reading it. Nero's probably left this here, huh? Let's take over to Wind if we want to read together. Yeah, let's finish this book. If I read this book, I may gain more eloquence. Should we spend some time reading the book? Read the book.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you the way, teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. The next part reviews some basics. I could do with this goddamn book. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as a discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the fuck me. I gotta pick up this book so I can learn to fucking talk. Start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses. How'd you go about doing that? Pretend to cry. Yeah, that yeah, pretend to cry. That would if I was ignoring someone and like they pretended to cry, that would certainly catch me off guard.
About that.
Maybe I'd pretend to cry.
What?
Like use crocodile tears until they give in. I guess that strategy might work against some people. I feel like studying the art of persuasion has slightly increased my eloquence.
All right.
Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but it's actually a lot to consider. Did we not finish the book? Okay, there's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick it up from here next time.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into
Oh.
view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magic surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Let's check it out. Okay. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty. It has a very tiny base, doesn't it?
That's...
It's not just the leaves, it's though the whole area's been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future, and how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. It's a matter of scientific research. I must document this discovery. Nearest rolled out a piece of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey,
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You giving it to me? Sure I can have this?
yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Thank you, a tree of prophecy drawing. And it's got... I received Nearest's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here before.
Hey there.
Why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey and we could tell her a story about this place. I see, so she wants, like, pictures of landmarks and stuff. That's cool, that's cute, I'm down. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
So I guess if I'm in a place and I find, like, a souvenir shop, I should probably buy stuff for Maria while I'm there. Huh, a magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight. Does Gallica know you've been watching her?
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favourable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current colour portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel like seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Excellent.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner.
Hell
The
yeah.
party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Since I have a Gauntlet Runner now, I wonder if when I went to that labyrinth with the Minotaur in it, I wonder if that wouldn't have cost me a day, because it's just so fast now. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Oh, I just realised my character's wearing different clothes at night. I have night clothes. They both have night clothes. That's really cool. Campfire. Okay, I got another moth. Can I spend time with you, Gallica? I didn't realise how long it's been since we took a well-earned break. What are you trying to do here? So we're trying to do that. Support us. Doesn't think anyone has anything important to say. Maybe we can check in again once we're back in town. And activities?
Oh, hey.
Laundry's really piling up, huh? Like it or not, you're a candidate, so you have to have clean clothes. I, of course, wash my clothes every day, as I literally sparkle. I'm just going to go check in on Nearest, see if he's hanging out inside. So, Grand Trad could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home. If I'm honest, I just couldn't appreciate it from a swaying Gauntlet Runner. Yeah, you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate a bit and that helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. Yeah, I feel like we could feed Hulkenberg a rock and she just wouldn't question it. I feel like her teeth could just bite right through it. I haven't always been this weak, but the swaying takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survived are faring now. Nearest, you around, man? Nearest. In the engine room? Oh yeah, we can hang. Oh, that you lad, just in time. Mind helping me out a bit? I was about to give the reactor an inspection. Obtruse and convoluted as it is, rest assured, a look won't do you any harm. Carefully inspecting the machinery might hone my wisdom. Do you want to help Neurus make his rounds? Yeah, I'll help. Ah, so you feel the reactors tug on your heart too, huh? To business.
Spare a moment?
It all looks complex, I know, but any apparatus here is just a collection of smaller parts. And if those individual parts aren't cared for, a whole lot goes kaput. Which is why today we'll be oiling them. Vital business. Keeps them from rusting and wearing down. How much oil should I apply? Just at the logging in. Vital business. I guess I should just coat the grooves, I guess? I'll use just enough to coat the grooves.
Oh.
That's the ticket, lad. Perfectly dolloped. Huh. That's the kind of work that'll get you in the machinery's good books. Looks like I did a good job. I feel like this detailed work has helped me improve my wisdom.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Now then.
That should do it for now. On to the next task. I spent some time with Neurus in the engine room inspecting every nook and cranny.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Almost there. Day after tomorrow, so... Tomorrow, now. Oh!
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy? That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh, that's not good.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Motherfucker. Is that 2 walkers or just 1?
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctus of Will reign! Ah!
Oh, so they're just straight up doing battle before they get there.
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
I guess if they both agree it's a duel. Our goal is to get Luis's trust, right? So maybe we should join this fight and help Luis's man fight off the Forden's man.
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Oh, they're being smart about it. I appreciate that. I like it when a game actually has like opponents do things that seem pretty smart. It doesn't seem that they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Will they survive or not, then dash it well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
If that's the case, maybe we shouldn't get involved. If we lose the runner, like, that's us done for.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
Hang on. Is he like the Pokemon announcer?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Oh god. Oh god. Then we're gonna make an enemy of the church, though. That's the problem. If... Ooh, okay, you know what? I think the move here is, at the very least, we're not gonna help out Gladel. Because one, that'll make an enemy of the church. Two, if Godel's runner is out, we can give him a ride. But then again, that would still make us an enemy of the church. Let's help out Godel.
Let's give Glodell a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Glodell's aid.
Well, if Hulkenberg thinks it's a good idea, I really trust her judgment.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
At the same time, I don't feel like he'd really respect that anyway. He'd be like, oh, thanks, losers, bye. But, you know, it's not his favour we want, it's Luis's.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
And if this is like... There's the crier acting as a witness, so we don't need Glondell to, like, corroborate it. He will. So we're going to get Luis's favour anyway.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Glendale. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry. Can't get into it now. That Gorman. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Well, according to your religion, God hates me anyway. Godel and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now?
You dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
So the king's magic only protects the higher... Wait. Why not Godot? Wait, what? Hang on, hold the fuck up. Why can't I hit Godot? He's not in the ranking. I mean, he's not one of the higher ones, at least. Forden is. He only represents Forden. Surely I should be as protected as he is.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic! Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Seeker!
Okay, let's try ice.
Ice!
Okay, resistant to
I shall
ice.
fight as the noble I am.
What about fire?
I will usher you to his side.
With blade in hand! I stand waiting.
What could you hope to achieve?
He used his turn to make a cocky smirk. What a dick.
This!
Only a flesh wound.
Brace yourselves!
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Oh my god, he's such a punk bitch. Wind's probably not going to help me, because he uses wind too.
Expose your sins.
How about
I shall vanquish evil.
just a regular slash?
Right on target.
Hey, that helped.
Ready. Come! Strike me if you dare.
Forward yourself!
Things I use slashes as well, so I don't think this is going to help me too much. What else could I try?
Better be sure.
What about this guy? Maybe he's got different resistances.
Scour!
What could you hope to achieve?
Only a flesh wound.
Ugh. Warrior!
Okay, you just keep wailing on this guy for now.
Is everyone alright? Oh, power of heroes!
We've got a little bit more time. Light damage probably won't help. They're monks. Okay, I think I've tried. Did I try wind on you or did I try ice on you? I tried wind. Let's try ice. Ice, fantastic.
That's your opening, Captain.
Warrior! I'll cut you down! This can't be done yet. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother.
Oh no.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone
this.
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Sanctism will reign.
Ooh, okay.
I won't lose.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
Okay, we got this.
Ice. Hit their weakness.
In the name of
That's
justice.
your opening, Captain.
Right, next up we need to use... Let's fully restore her. We need
Should
her.
work.
My spirit is unbroken!
Okay, draw the
Is that all?
enemy.
Sanctism will reign.
Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Son of a bitch.
Take this.
This is nothing.
Come at me.
He's really tall.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Freeze.
Hit their weakness.
In the name of
That's your
justice.
opening, Captain.
Are you prepared?
Right on.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice one, Stroll.
Okay, draw their attention again.
Strive for! I stand
Hopefully we
waiting.
have time to let you guard.
I will fight with come forth, royal soul.
But more than anything, we need to heal.
We're not out of this yet.
Plus needed.
My thanks. It's too early to go to his side. Go for it.
Observe the enemy.
Let's try stabbing him.
I shall seize my chance. Sanctism will reign. Please. Sanctism will reign.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Oof.
Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
I won't hold
She's
back.
out.
Okay. We need to... We got this, though.
Hit their weakness.
It's too early
That's
to
your
go to
opening,
his
Captain.
side. I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash. Tougher than I thought.
It's not over yet. I see you!
Hulkenberg's right in their weak spot.
We've 100% got this under control.
It's too early
In
to go
fact-
to his side.
Yeah. Hopefully this will end the fight, but next turn should be for... Oh, we'll see.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked hearts.
I feel like the King's magic won't let him do this, though. It feels incredibly unfair, and I thought the whole point of this was to be fair.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
There must be some kind of, like... There must be something we can do. Surely the King's magic wouldn't be like this. Especially if it's meant to be, like, equal chances for everyone.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Maybe hopefully Glondal will help me out.
I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time.
Good man.
So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
I think Nuris just saved my ass.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Is that the singer?
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Neurus had little hearts floating above his head. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't appreciate this. You know what? Luis needs to like me. You don't. I guess you live to see another day.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of.
Why, Gladell? Surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Her portrait is fucking creepy. I don't like that at all.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
I hope you're doing this for just, like, the interest of the people, not just, like... I don't like that look, but I don't think I have a reason to mistrust you, but I'm wary. Oh no.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
Neurus, you're right, bro.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Hulkenberg, you sound a bit nervous there. You having some feelings too?
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
That's it, the blue-eyed one's a Nydia, that's it.
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh.
I know there's suspensions everywhere. Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
I got fucking baited, holy shit. I genuinely did not see that coming. Alright.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Yeah, okay. This isn't the trying to think, the situation that I thought we'd be in.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of Scroop, I suppose it falls to me.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a big responsibility, Hulkenberg. I think you're the one for the task. You go, girl.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Nurse, what the fuck are you doing to that machine? Oh. That's Luis's machine.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Surely you must have known about this, Neurus. It literally dropped a human on the church. It's huge.
Luis.
I'm really surprised he himself came.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it.
I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady June is safe, at least.
That is not the voice I expected to come from that tiny little body. A lot of Parapus in his crew, but I can understand why the Parapus are going to join up with him. They aren't exactly having a good time now.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a can. We're your supporters.
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot.
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To help you, Count Luis. Gonna concede the throne to you.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Yeah, I had a gut feeling that he wouldn't appreciate me doing it on his behalf. And it seems... I mean, yeah, this might not go so hot.
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
I think Stroll just kind of saved us there. I was floundering. We could be sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Bye, Hector.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
I think he's wary of us, though.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests, and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
I swear to God, if I go down there, he's got his cock stuck in the engine and it's trapped.
Let's say we go check on him.
Fine. What's up, homie?
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is. You were like yelling.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart.
I mean, his runner looks like shit. The only thing it can do is fly. I mean, and it's really big, but ours is cooler.
I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
So, if we increase our relationship, can you upgrade our runner? That might be a really good... If that's the case, that might be a really good relationship to, like, kind of do as fast as possible. If that can save us days on travel time, that'd be fantastic. We get so much more done.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
Was there now? Moore said he doesn't know how long he was kept in that, and he's also missing a bunch of his memories. I wonder if Moore is from that civilization, and the book that he is, the book that he wrote for us, the book that he wrote that we have, maybe it's not fiction. Maybe that's just how the world was.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
You might, well, I mean, he must have seen him. That's a silly question, isn't it? Because he said he hadn't felt like, what did he say? He said something about, it sounds like he said he's already seen a relic. Like when I saw that lost relic, yeah. Yeah, who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
Oh, so if we find you more relics, you're gonna have more, like, bits of inspiration, and you're gonna go fucking apeshit? That'll be fantastic.
Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Take it you didn't?
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Well, we're close then. We're on our way to Martira. Like, I don't see why we can't stop in at Camiro. Maybe I should look into Camiro when we get to Martira. Absolutely.
This one's important.
An old inventor Nurse once knew is living in Camiro. A village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Nearus. We left Nearus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, we'll arrive in Martira this evening. An evening then, good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
There were no other monsters to kill. But it doesn't have to be a bounty. I'm sure we'll find maybe we'll find a big monster on the way home. Oh, it's, very European.
It is far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I said.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Who's Lady Joanna?
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Yeah, that makes sense with a big church presence.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Oh, you're not mistrusting me because I kind of helped out Luis. You probably are. That would make sense. I'd mistrust me too.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Now, Barton's lieutenant, why do you have a portrait? I do not trust you one bit. Look at that fucking face.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes.
Yeah, Morris.
Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to it. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, what's on the menu?
You've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
Oh, Kumberg, you don't appreciate food. You eat fucking anything. We'll start eating your way through that fucking building, I imagine, if we didn't stop you.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Swanky.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
That is a big ass fuck. That's a grub. We're eating bugs. We're eating grubs. Hulkenberg, you can have mine.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Have they thought about rethinking that?
Cooked to a delicate finish, Just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
I assume it's full of protein because you're built like a brick shithouse, but this looks nasty as fuck.
Oh good. Larval innards.
No, I fucking knew you'd eat that
It's a
shit.
unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
I'm not sure she has, like, a tongue.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
Looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Gallica has a tiny little bowl and a tiny little cup. I love that. That's so cute.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
I've barely bitten into this thing, and I already felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Don't say that. That's the worst thing I've ever heard anyone say to me.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Hulkenberg was really scramming.
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Maybe Hulkenberg can eat them all and we can safely travel.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
A pink gauntlet runner.
Is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
I mean, I don't want to go
Here's
there
where we are now.
right now.
Oh, I smell trouble.
Huh.
Here's where we are now.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together. I mean, ultimately, that's the most important thing. I am trying to become king after all.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to pay me back. Your support is probably the most important thing you can offer me.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Oh yeah, and because we're nice people. Good catch, doll.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
If he keeps talking like this, I'm really worried Hulkenberg's just gonna stay in this town and not keep coming with us.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
That is fucking repugnant. The fuck is sweetmeat? Also, I noticed this a little bit ago, but everyone has like big mugs to drink, right? But Gallica's chair is an upside down mug. For a while, it took me like I knew she was sitting on some kind of cup, but I didn't understand how. But it's just occurred to me that it's just a mug that's upside down. She's sitting on the flat bit. All right, let's go on with the sweetmeat.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig it.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
Thank you. Can you leave so we can eat this in peace?
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Morris, you're more than welcome to join us.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet with the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? Right. Martera, Old Castle Town. This seems like the perfect moment to take a break. So, I'm going to save up. Oof, God, it's been a while since we had our last save, huh? Alright. And that's it for now. I guess this is technically a new chapter on our journey. So, thank you for now. Goodbye.